Everybody stand up. Oh, yeah. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
Everybody say thank you.
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 I'm so grateful.
I'm grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
Let's all say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yay.
Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, gang. Good morning, congregation. Oh, you beautiful power lights, you. How many ways can I say you guys, huh? So, I know that song, and I could not follow those instructions. I tried, but I couldn't follow them. I was better off with my back turned to it, you know, just to kind of following you guys, listen to Christy and Michelle. But anyway, we're going to get that. We're going to be doing that all month. So this is our congregation song for the month. So it's a good thing to have a congregation song for the month. We get to stand and sing together, don't we, Michelle? Oh. It might, yeah. It should be a short answer, but I don't think it will be. Yeah, so anyway, I'll step down a step. I like to get closer to you. Don, it's so good to see you, my friend. So good to see you. Yeah. So we have some things going on today. First of all, we have live streaming. So we have people that are watching us from all over the country. Hello, how are you guys? Good to see you, maybe. I see you in my heart. That's where I see you. See you in my heart. And then we have in-person participation, which means you get to stand and sing and enjoy and ask questions. You know, here in this basket, people put questions. And I'm going to read one of those questions today and answer it, hopefully in 3 minutes. I don't know how difficult it's going to be, but we'll see. We'll give it a shot. The point is we have lots to do. We have lots to experience. We have a lot of people to get to know if you don't know any already. If you're new, so glad to have you here. If you are not new, but you've been here before, welcome back. And if you come all the time, you know, that is fantastic. That's fantastic. I can see the light in your eyes. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to have a community. I think community is healing. I think when you get to meet new people and see friends and people that you have so many obvious similarities with, you widen your circle. Your world gets bigger and you experience more. And I think that's what this is about. That we're here to experience things. We're here to see the connectors between you and me and each other. We're here to find the similarities, and we can find the similarities. But see, knowing that we're going to do that is why we call ourselves unity, because we really are one. There's really only one thing. And so I have this saying I'd like you to join me in. There's only one thing. It may look like more than one thing. It may feel like more than one thing, but it's only one thing. Expressing as you, expressing as me, and everything we see. That's a statement of oneness, and it is going to be kind of the subject of our talk today. because I have chosen for today's talk the illusion of separation. The theme for this month is the four great illusions. And so we're going to be talking about the illusions that we face in life. And one of those main illusions, maybe even the top dog in this fight, is the illusion of separation. So we're going to spend some time with that today, and we're grateful for that. I also want you to join me in our unity blessing, if you will, please. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you, just the way you are and who and what you are becoming. And we have a statement of faith I'd like you to join me in as well. There's only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe, God the good omnipotence, and I am one with that presence and power. Now, if you haven't noticed, what we did was go through 3 different ways of saying the same thing that touch us in different ways, and we're pretty good at that. We're pretty good at finding different ways to say essentially the same thing so that we feel it, we know it, we understand it, and we begin to practice it. So let's practice one of our true faith beliefs in this tradition, this unity tradition, which is prayer. So I want you just to relax into your seat. Take a nice deep breath and release it. Just let go of everything it took to get here. Just relax into this very space and feel your own breath as it moves in and out of your body. Take another deep breath and release it. And know that the presence of God is right here, right now. That presence is operating as each and every one of us. It's in, around, and through everything we see, everything we feel, everything we know. In fact, it is all of this. God simply makes things from itself. Beautiful things like each of you. Wonderful things like you can see through the windows behind me. Beautiful life forming and moving and experiencing life in and of itself everywhere you look, from the flowers blooming to the birds that'll probably come into their nests in this very space behind me. We're just filled with this thing called life. We oftentimes refer to the presence of God as life, but we also refer to it as love. So feel the presence of love. Just feel into that for just a moment. When you do that, you're feeling the presence of God. We're so grateful. And the presence of God operates through many, many volunteers in this space. We have a board of trustees that make sure that everything is done for each and every one of you. We also have volunteers that make this space beautiful and bring the smells of food and the food itself and greet you at the door. We have prayer chaplains that hold the light for you. We have musicians who bring that spiritual ideal right to our hearts, directly to our hearts. There's so much health and goodness and connection in music. We thank each and every one of these people, each and every one of these volunteers, each and every one of these congregants like yourselves who fill this space with this love we're talking about. So grateful for all of it. And so I know that the perfection of this service is already done, and I claim it. I release it into the law of mind, knowing it's already that which it is. And please join me by saying, and so it is, amen. Okay, it's time for lights, camera, action, the 3-minute question. I brought my glasses today, I'm prepared. You never know what you're going to get, sometimes I get, typed. It's typed. Now that is really great. So somebody put some thought into this, it's not crayon, it's not fingernail polish, I don't have anything to write with, so scrawl on it there. It's planned. This is a planned attack. What do you know about this? Well, William Blake wrote a poem, Auguries of Innocence. And in that, there's a quote and a question as well. To see the world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wildflower, Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. That's beautiful. The question is, in your opinion, do you think that the infinite and the eternal can be perceived in the smallest things or the ordinary details of life? Wow. Okay, so I'll start with this. When I first started learning mathematics and somebody talked about the infinite, a teacher maybe in elementary school, I'm not sure what grade it was, and the descriptor of what that is think of something, so large you can't see the end of it. It's just so big you can't see the end of it. And I started to gain an idea of what the infinite might be, although I've come to know in my older age that it's really something beyond my human comprehension. I mean, I can sort of guess at what it is and what it might be, and I can feel into it, sort of. But something so large that you can't even comprehend the scope of it is really what this is all about. Or is it about something that's so small that you can't comprehend how small it is? I mean, because there's an infinite in that direction too. And it wasn't until later that I learned that, because I think that concept was a little bit different, maybe even a little bit more complex than the concept of something, so large that you can't see it. The smallness of something. Another universe in the palm of my closed hand. Can you imagine that? A universe of whatever it is that's so small that we can't even comprehend it. Incredible idea, isn't it? And it wasn't until I really got into this idea of New Thought that I was able to merge ideas of spirituality and math and concepts such as the infinite, as the poem suggests. This is an important topic. I mean, it really touches on this idea of life itself, which in my vernacular is a metaphor for God, a metaphor for spirit. And just what that is. Just what is that? And can I see it in everything? Interestingly enough, that's kind of going to be the topic today. There is no separation. You're not separate from the infinite. You are not separate from the smallness of the infinite or that greatness of the infinite, the largeness of that infinite, because you are it. There's really only one thing, and it's operating as those plants, as those birds, as the song of the bird, as the idea that any one of you has today or tomorrow or the next day or has ever had. I mean, this thing is so amazingly complex, yet so simple, that we've had wars over the idea of what this thing called life is, what this thing called God is, how we manage it, how we use it if possible, what we must do in order to avoid the wrath of this thing that drives all of life. And we've been talking over the last 5 weeks in doing the commitments instead of the commandments, that you really just have to be. You really just be. Some of these questions cannot ever be answered. Just be. That's our job, to be. Just be. So I think we see the infinite in everything. Whoever asked that question, I think it's a brilliant question, but I think we can see the infinite in everything if we know what we're looking at. See, this reframe thing here is changing your worldview, changing the way you see things, the way you comprehend things. And you could just look at something and say, oh, yeah, that's just a bird. But really, it is the history of life within it. It is the beauty of love demonstrating. It is the incredible moment of flight that brings to each and every one of us that witnesses it the idea of miracles. I mean, the infinite is in everything we see, in the song that you're singing, in the life that is your song. It's there. And so we are not alone. I mean, we are absolutely not alone. We are not separate. We are not apart from. And so once we reframe what we think we are into what is actually the truth of our being, we start to feel this connection. And so if you know what you're looking at, you can get it. If you're not there yet, we hold the hope for you. So that's it. Whoever wrote this, brilliant, and thanks for putting the star on it, because that really attracted my attention. You know, I mean, I am that shallow, yes, indeed. So, well, we're gonna sing a song. Come on, let's do. Oh, I didn't ask how long. I went overtime. I know I did. How far did I go overtime? 4. Oh, wow. I promise I'll give you that time back.
God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When life has a question, our heart knows the answer. For every closed door, we hold the key. Open your soul, there is a river flowing forever, abundant and free. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. When fear tries to blind you and dark clouds surround you, love has a voice that calms every storm. Open your eyes and love those around you. Here in this moment, your healing is born. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love. God is love. God is love. God is love. God is love, moving within you. God is peace, living in me. God is here, breathe in the glory, hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. Hear the hope, see the grace, feel the touch. God is love.
Good morning. Oh, what a beautiful day this is. We came in here and there were a couple birds just saying hello to each other this morning. The beautiful leaves and the sun. Just knowing that when you look outside and you just take that moment of silence and you can hear and see all the beautiful things on this planet. And today's daily word is prayer. Prayer flows throughout my life. Just as my body needs water to stay healthy, my soul draws strength from living water, the ever-flowing presence of spirit within me. As I drink from this well, I am refreshed and ready to meet each moment prayerfully. Fortified by divine love, prayer flows naturally. When challenges or opportunities arise, I turn inward. When I start or complete a task, I pause to express gratitude. When I meet someone in need or am helped by another, I hold them in thoughts of light and love. Whether I pray out loud or pray silently, the prayerful energy arising from within me is a blessing. I open myself to Spirit's presence, and my prayer practice deepens. Prayer flows as naturally as breath itself, an inspired rhythm of life, sustained by living water that never runs dry. The spiritual reference is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 18. Pray in the Spirit at all times, in every prayer and supplication. And the illusion of separation. We are never separated. We are never separated from nature. We are never separated from those we love, because that love lasts forever. And energy doesn't die. It changes, but it doesn't die. And so we know that when we think of someone that we love, whether it's in the past or the present, that they are right here in our hearts. And all we have to do is just take that moment and just open our heart, and that person is right there. Sometimes we have conversations with people that we know, past and present. Sometimes I'll say, hey, Mom, what am I supposed to do? Sometimes I'll call my family that are still present on this planet, and I'll say, hey, what do I do? That's a little bit challenging, because sometimes they tell me off. But it's just the idea that we are all together. We have quantum paths, and whatever we're thinking of is the quantum path that comes up. And that is the energy that we're thinking of. But they all go on at the same time. They're all lasting, and we can always touch them. That's how we always know that we can bring someone into our life in that moment, or we can let something go and not hold on to it so tightly. We know we can always go to either one because they're always there. It's part of love. It's part of being human. And we know that our oneness with God and our path is filled with love and peace and light. And at night in the darkness, when you look up at the sky and it's dark, and the moon is shining and the stars are twinkling, and you just feel God's presence in you, and you know God, and you know peace, and you feel that love. And then during the day, you look up at the mountains and you can see the snow on the very top of the mountains, and it's sunny, and the birds are singing, The snow comes down and it runs into the rivers and the ponds and eventually goes into the ocean. And we know there's only one ocean. It has many different names depending upon what continent it's touching, hemisphere. But there is only one ocean. And a scientist friend of mine told me one time, all the continents are actually, they are rooted, but they're also gently floating on the ocean. So the ocean is everywhere, just as we are, because we are one. We are one with nature. We are one with each other. Our hearts are the same. Our hearts always have that seed of love, and we can always water it. We can always make the roots stronger, and we can always encourage the blossoms in the spring, because we are one. And let's just take 2 minutes and just think about the silence and the grace of love that you have in your life. And now, as we read Greg's peace prayer, let's read it with the idea that we understand and we say, yes, God, I am willing to understand. Let the light of understanding shine upon all hearts, guiding us to recognize the sacred thread of oneness that unites every soul. In this shared tapestry of existence, may compassion be our language, kindness our currency, and love our universal prayer. Let the winds of peace sweep across the globe, embracing every nation, fostering harmony, and dissolving the barriers that separate us. As one human family, we cultivate a world where understanding prevails and the echoes of unity resonate in every corner. And so it is. Amen. And I say thank you, God, for my faith. Thank you, God, for my blessings. And thank you, God, for unity at Pasadena and each one of you. because your love is unbelievably fabulous. And we get to share it with each other. And I say, thank you. Amen.
When I forget we are one, and I regret things that I've done, I go within my heart and soul. I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I am. I am right where I should be. As I fill my mind with peace, I feel it washing over me. God is right here where I am, flowing in and out through me. In this moment, I am free. When things go wrong and my day is dark, when I lose my way and life breaks my heart, I go within my heart and soul. I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I am. I am right where I should be. As I fill my heart with peace, I feel it washing over me. God is right here where I am, flowing in and out through me. In this moment, I am free. In this moment, I am free. Free.
Thank you for the music. I just love the Christiness and the Mitchness that permeates this room, you know? And it's not just the music, it's the way you present it. It's the way you do it. I mean, I can feel the love for music coming through the keys, the sound of the keys. I can see the love and connection with the lyrics that you bring forth from up here on the stage. I mean, it's palpable. That you are special. Each of you are special as well. You know, you bring your own unique atmosphere. I could use a lot of things, a lot of words to explain it, but you have to experience it really to get it, you know. But you bring your unique atmosphere, and I'm just so in love with it. And I say that because there is something unique about each and every one of us. There's something individual about each and every one of us, but the sameness, not uniformity, but unity about each and every one of us is also palpable once you see it, you know, but you have to see it. You have to be able to see it. And maybe you can feel it too. We use lots of analogies to try and bring this feeling of oneness, that you guys sang about and that Michelle talked about, because we're apt to miss it. We've been taught to be individuals, members of a certain church, or a certain religion, a certain political party, a certain neighborhood, a certain color. We're so different in so many ways. We've been sort of taught to look at ourselves as totally different or separate from other cultures, entities, societies, people. You can see it clearly in the Bible when Jesus goes and heals the lepers and spends time with the lepers and the tax collectors and the Romans. People are saying, "What is wrong with you?" Really moving toward putting him to death as a result of him moving into those spaces where he's supposed to remain separate. That's the culture. That's society's rules. Isn't that just logic? You're supposed to stay away from those people. You can't find any similarities because there are none. Don't even try. Each and every one of you could talk about your own wrestling match with this idea of separation. I know you could. We feel it all the time. We feel that we're separate from love. We feel we're separate from God. We feel we're separate from the good that we deserve or could have if we'd aligned beautifully with those ideas and accept them, because what we're most of the time doing is pushing it away. It's here for us. It's really, really here for us. When Jesus said, take a look at the flowers as they spin and the birds in the air, they're given everything they need. It's all here. You just have to see it, feel it, and be open to it. It has to be understood by each of us before we can step into that miracle, step into it. And I can talk about this, a lot, and I can read quotes about it a lot. This is one of my favorites right here. Thomas Merton, a terrific theologian who, had his roots in Christianity, but sees other religions as well, and what their aim is, which is really to bring people together. Although it doesn't do that most of the time, unfortunately. We don't let it. Thomas Merton said, "We are already one, but we imagine that we are not. What we have to recover is our original unity." And the illusion of separation oftentimes keeps us from doing that. But you know what? Sometimes we need a reason to drop those illusions, a really good reason, or many, many different reasons that we can make as part of who we are, this new transforming being that understands this at a little bit a deeper level, so that we don't have to go through some of the suffering that we go through as a result of us feeling that we're separate from all of these things that I've just mentioned. Today's an interesting day for me because I think that there's probably going to be a much wider audience on the live stream. Maybe not the live stream, but the replays. And you can access them, by the way. They're on the Facebook page that Unity of Pasadena operates, and you can access these later on down the road, and a lot of people do. A lot of people go to those talks and they access them. And then Gay does some amazing things. What she does is she chops up some of them into pieces, easily digestible stuff, because we don't have an attention span that really can get us through, a 25-minute talk very easily, so they're shorter. I've heard people say that we have the attention span today, which seems to be getting shorter and shorter, of a goldfish, which is about 7 seconds. Yeah, that's it. 7 seconds. That's about all we've got, So I know you guys have lost me and then gotten me back and lost me and got me back and all this. So we're going to have a larger audience here because there are some people I think that are going to be watching that wonder how it is I can even be here today. So I was incredibly fortunate to go to an institution, a college that allowed for real connection that allowed us to live in the educational space and become a part of it and get to know one another very, very well. There were only 800 of us at that college, and most of us played athletics. I was an athlete. It's Claremont McKenna College, and it's in a larger arena of colleges, and we really were quite good at what we did. We were quite good in the athletic arena, and we had people who traveled great distances to go to school there, great athletes, so that they could enjoy an excellent education as well as a great athletic experience. Many of us have remained very close. I was a water polo player, among other things, but that put me in the water, put me in the pool. And it allowed me, because of some of my swimming skills, to become a lifeguard at the beach. And I mean, if you played water polo, you probably wanted to become a lifeguard at the beach, and we all did that. We all did that so we could stay together. So we play during the year, and it's in the summertime, we all head down to San Clemente and lifeguard on the beach, and there's a whole group of us. We get together often. In fact, we got together on Friday. We got together for lunch on Friday, and some came from, one came from Arkansas, one came from Colorado. Some live around this area still. One from Chicago. We had people from all over the United States. They'd made their way into different businesses, different professions, and they took the time to come out and spend some time with each other, and it was really wonderful. It was fantastic. And one of the guys there, a man by the name of Billy Morrow, he and I had a lot in common. We both appreciated the gift of being able to have an outstanding education, coming from a little more humble beginnings. He was an outstanding swimmer and a water polo player. We lifeguarded at the beach together. We interviewed to become coaches in Texas for brand new high schools out there. He was going to take one high school in San Antonio, Texas, and I was going to take another brand new high school in San Antonio, Texas, and we went out to interview. Neither of us decided to take the job, but we went out together and we got to feel it and feel the atmosphere of the space and place, and decided that we probably wanted to move in a different direction. And we both moved in a different direction. We both became lawyers. So there are a lot of similarities there. Billy and I, we call him Billy because his father's name was Bill. So Billy and I were very close, and Billy could get close to anybody, really. He really could. And so Billy was there for lunch too. It was great to see him. It was really, really great to see him, spend time with him. We bonded at a point in time in his life when his daughter, at early 30s, was taken from the family. Just an accidental thing, and it was a horrific incident, and the family has suffered ever since then. They've been in deep pain for a long period of time as a result of the loss of their daughter. But they raised a grandchild, and they've raised the grandchild for the last 6 years, and it's a beautiful little grandchild, the love of his life, the apple of his eye. So we had a great time on Friday. So this morning at about, well, it was still dark out when I got a telephone call. And I thought, who is calling me, knowing that probably I need my rest, I mean, I'm going to be standing in front of a group of people talking about things that matter. For crying out loud, can't you have a little decency and not call a person at 5 a.m, So I didn't answer the first call. So the second call came in, though, and I thought, well, this must be really serious. And so I answered the phone, and the words shocked me, that Billy had died of a heart attack last night, in the middle of the night. And I felt, on the one hand, so grateful to have spent some real quality time with him on Friday and all of our friends and sharing stories. And then I thought, man, oh man, my talk today is about the illusion of separation. And this is a real world experience where I can actually talk about this, from the heart and how I feel about it. And the first thing I have to do is show up. I have to show up. I can't say, this is too much for me. I can't do this. Honestly, because it's not too much. Because Billy's out of view. I know that, but life operates that way too. See, we keep coming into view just as our plants and our animals and maybe even planets keep coming into view in this magnificent cycle of life. But death doesn't take us from it. It merely transforms us to some other way of experiencing something I am not familiar with yet. I do not know what that is. But I do know this. I do know that there is no separation from this thing that I call God, Spirit, the great I am, whatever it is we want to call it. There is no separation there. And I thought that is truly what allows me to stand up here today, as well as having the experience of actually utilizing this oneness, this unity principle in a very real life situation. Because this brings really to the forefront some stuff. I mean, I'm 71 years old. Billy was 71 years old. I'm 71 years old. And he just passed. And I know that everybody in this room has had similar circumstances and probably had similar thoughts like, oh boy, how many more times do I have to trim my fingernails? Really? How many more walks am I going to take? How many more pets will I have before I'm the next to go? And we use words like that, to go, rather than, to transition or transform or move into my greater yet to be. And I truly look at it that way, and I talk about that a lot. Do I really believe it? Yeah, I do really believe it. Do I have to kind of manufacture ideas as to how that could really happen in the greater scheme of things? Yeah, I do. I don't know what it's about, but I have ideas. I have this great idea that, once I am free from this space, that, not only do I become a part of all there is, but I see all that is through the eyes of God, which might be a feeling, might be an actual sight, might be something, but my ego's gone. That thing that attaches me to things that just don't make any sense or are really just useless things, which an ego does. That's what an ego does. It attaches you to things. It attaches you to thoughts. It attaches you to ideas. It attaches you to things that you resent, you're mad at. It attaches to people that you don't want to be around. It attaches to the other and creates something in you that says, well, you know what? I got to survive, so maybe I should stay away from that person. And sometimes that gets really messy because we've fought wars over all of that. We've fought lots of wars over all of that. But, if we release that ego, if we release that space in us which wants to attach to something, whether it be positive or negative, just wants to attach to something, what are we? What are we then? I just think we're this magnificent stream of incredible love energy that is, capable of producing anything we so desire. There's a saying in New Thought ideology that it is done unto you as you believe, and that's said many, many times as a result of the idea that Jesus said that too. So it is done unto us as we believe. Is that just a now thing? Or is that a later thing too? I mean, there's no real instruction on that, right? But I believe that it's not just a now thing. Time is somewhat of an illusion. We're really all subject to it. But I prefer to hold these magnificent ideas around my greater yet to be, your greater yet to be, the collective consciousness here as being that which I bathe in, like a warm bath, in this next experience. I'm here to experience these things. I'm here to step into these things and feel them as if they're mine. This is exactly what I want to do with life. I don't want to be separate from it. I do not want to be separate from the flowers. I want to smell them. I want to help them to grow. I want to give them to people when it's time to do so. I want to experience things. I want to experience you. But I really have to do some things in order to do that because of this whole culture that we've all been immersed in of separation, that you are not me. I have to be willing to see the similarities. I have to be willing to see the similarities where there don't seem to be any, you know? Jesus had to see the similarities, and the tax collector had to see the similarities in the Romans. He healed Romans and their family and slaves. He healed the lepers anywhere and everywhere he could find them. He healed the blind quite often. He showed compassion for everybody. You know, if we look at it as a real baseline, you know, because we look at Jesus as our great example, not the great exception. You know, this is what we're to be. This is what we're to step into. It's all about no separation. Everything Jesus did was about letting go of that illusion of separation. It was about relationship. All of it was about relationship. Oh, and if you ask me, I can get real adamant about this one. You know, I can look at the evidence and say, yeah, this is all about relationship. It's all about healing. It's all about showing in real life that we are oneness. How could his message be that at some point in time, if you disagree with what I say, you'll spend eternity in hell, a place where you will burn? Oh, you know, that's not, I mean, it is so far beyond offensive that he or she who expresses this knowing of what Jesus wanted and who Jesus was could say such a thing. I mean, I can just hear the words of Jesus in my ears. You don't know me at all. You just don't know me at all. So when I got that call about Billy, I thought to myself, oh my God, I don't know exactly what to do, because so many people don't want to hear this, although it is a way of gaining comfort, getting comfort through a belief system which really rings true and is beautiful and filled with this life source that I'm talking about. But they've been taught otherwise. They don't want to hear it. They really don't want to hear it. You know, sometimes I've been up here before and I've heard the word blasphemy spoken. You know, it's like, you're saying you're one with God? Yeah, Jesus did that. Well, that's what we mean. Blasphemy. But he was trying to tell us that we are too. All of us are. He wasn't trying to keep us from saying it. He was trying to get us to say it. You know, love God with all of your heart. Love your neighbors. Love your enemies. Don't judge. Step into it. Get to know people. You know, this message here goes anywhere because it is a universal message. That's why we love it so much. There's so much unity attached to it. Don't care who you are. I want you here. I do not believe in separation. You know, so many people do that, you know, we have to have months for people to be recognized. I mean, this is Pride Month. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, wish that it would just be, hi, who are you? And can you tell me more about you? I want to know you. I want to see the me in you. I want us to be, you know, one in consciousness and love one another. I just want to say that so that we don't have to have a month. I just want to be, as Thomas Merton said, you know, a person who remembers, really remembers, you know, who I am. I want us all to be that. Well, you know, almost like a childlike desire, isn't it? So I'm here in this space bringing comfort to me as I say it. I certainly will miss Billy. His family they are devastated right now. All of the people that were at lunch on Friday are sitting in the living room of his widow right now, probably with the grandchild on their knee, talking about whatever needs to be talked about. And that's the kind of unity I'm talking about as well. You be there. You feel it with them. You have compassion. You have empathy. You live life with them, in them, around them, and through them. If all peoples could be one. So, I'm here today, and I'm practicing the principles that I believe in. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. And I want you to know that I do that. I want you to know that I look at things that are tragic in my life, and I do that. And everyone here can. We must. We must recognize this oneness. Or who are we? Who are we? So I want to do just a little meditation on the illusion of separation and how we let go of it. You guys don't mind? This will put us in a space and a place, I think, that we can really, really feel your own stuff, whatever it might be, whatever it is that you need to let go of. You know, this is a time to do it. The time to release anything that separates you from somebody, something, some idea. Take a gentle breath in, please. Slowly release it. Allow your body to settle, support it exactly where you are in your seat. There's nowhere else you need to be, nowhere else you need to go, nothing else you need to become in this moment. Let your breath find its natural rhythm, not forced, not controlled. Simply notice it. Notice the sound, notice the feel. Feel the quiet movement of life entering you as you breathe. Feel life expressing through you in this process of breathing in and breathing out. The breath is not something that you manufacture. It's given and received effortlessly. It shows us that life is not happening to us, it's moving through us. It is us. Let that awareness soften something within you. Anything that brings about separation. You are one in this very room right now. That is the truth. Gently bring your attention inward. Perhaps you carried a belief that you're separate from something, separate from God, separate from life, separate from others. As if you're standing apart, trying to reach towards something greater. You just can't do it because you're separate. Notice the idea without judgment. Now ask yourself, what if that's not true? What if the very awareness asking the question is already one with the source it seeks? Rest in that question, not as something to answer, but as something to feel. Like a mist dissolving in the morning light, the sense of me as separate begins to relax. You're still here, but more open, more spacious. Notice the aliveness within your body, the subtle hum, the quiet presence. This is life. This is you. Feel your heartbeat or simply sense the inner vitality that animates you. This same life is moving in the trees, in the air, in every person, in every moment, in every memory of anyone. It's not divided. This is unity. There are not many lives. There's one life, expressing in countless forms. And you are one of those expressions. Billy is one of those expressions. We are not apart from it, not outside of it, but within it, as it. Let that realization settle gently, like a seed finding fertile ground. There's nothing you need to hold together. Life is already whole. You're already included. You are already one with the presence you seek. Letting go of the need to define, to grasp, or to separate is what we do right here and right now. Feel it leaving your body. Feel it leaving your mind. Feel the connection with everything within this room and within life itself. Give it a moment. As we know this truth, life is not happening to you. Life is happening through you, as you, in every moment. When you're ready, open your eyes. So thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to express these things that I hold so deeply. And I know I'm no different from you in this experience. Each and every one of us has felt it and will feel it in the future. Each and every one of us has gone through it and will go through it in the future. Just know this truth as it happens through you, that this too is life. And so it is. Yeah. Barbara, you have a basket and a list. Huh? Is this the things you need me to do around here? All right, mow the lawn. What is take the trash out. It's on the list. Got to be on the list. Mike O'Brien, love you, my friend. I know that you just went through this, and I'm so glad you were on today to feel this with each and every one of us. Colleen, we miss you. Colleen is in Illinois, you guys, which is a state in this country. Yeah. So, I mean, I can't say yet that we're international, but today we are multi-state. Julio, hello, Julio. We got Alma Guerrero here. So glad you're here. We got Virginia and Steve and Kara are on. We miss you. Reva's here. We got Cora Kaufman Hamilton on too. We also have Luz Garcia and Sue Haynes. So you guys haven't met Sue Haynes yet, but we're going to get her in here with her husband, Ron. And I want to thank you for taking these names down on the list. I know this is an incomplete list, though. There are some people that don't type their name in, so we don't know they're there. There are some people that are on YouTube, and we can't see them usually either, so they're more than just this. And then there will be a ton more after the word gets out and people want to see it. So, yeah. Anyway, Barbara, thank you for coming on up here. And we're going to do our community giving. So the way we do that is we take our gift and we hold it on our heart. And as we do that, we feel the love that Unity of Pasadena brings to our lives. For this is not just a place to go, it's a place to experience life. This is a place that absolutely honors life, that is a beacon of light to the surrounding community and steps in difficult times to help this surrounding community. We believe that this is about relationship, not just with life and God, but with everything that exists, because that truly is what life and God are all about. And so please say with me as you hold your gift on your heart, God is the source of my overflowing supply, and I am grateful. And so it is. Thank you, Barbara.
We are one in the Spirit. We are one in this world. We are one in the Spirit. Everybody, every soul, everywhere we turn, well, life is gonna change when inside we change and take that journey to the heart. You are my brother and you are my sister, and not one of us can live apart. Oh, we are one in the Spirit. We are one in this world. We are one in the Spirit. Everybody, every soul, Everywhere we turn, involve yourself in. It's time to begin for the healing of this earth. Many store steps here, millions of feet now can carry everybody to rebirth. Oh, we are one in the spirit. We are one in this world. We are one in the spirit. We are everybody, everybody. As you take yourself, give back to someone else, and all the faces here belong. Tear down illusion, shore up with truth, till you and I will sing the worldwide song. Sing it with me. We are one in the spirit. We are one in this world. We are one in the spirit. Every woman, every man, every boy and girl, yes, we are one in the spirit. We are one in this world. We are one in the spirit. Everybody, every soul, everywhere we turn, yes, we are one in the spirit. We are one in this world. We are one in the spirit. Everybody, every soul, everywhere we turn, oh, we are one in the spirit.
Yeah, if Christy says it, it's the truth. Yeah, if you could say it in song, I mean, it's it. All right, so here's what we do. We promise with integrity to utilize these tithes and treasures for the benefit of Unity of Pasadena and the surrounding community, for we are truly a partner in the lives of those that are not only in this city, but beyond, because we have this idea that we can push out into these communities that surround us, as well as the rest of the world, a consciousness of love and healing and beauty and compassion. All of that is ours to give. All of that is ours to feel. The similarities are marvelous. It is absolutely beautiful, this thing called life. Thank you. And so it is. Amen.
And as living proof, we happen to have guests today over here from Bon Air of Virginia, and they were one of the churches who sent us support during the Eaton fires. Thank you very much.
Oh, me again? All right. So who's going to do you're going to do it, Bill, right? Okay. Come on up, Bill. I'll get this set up for you.
Thank you, Christy, Mitch, and Greg. All I can say is I grog. Thank you. So let us affirm our vision now together. Envisioning a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening, and our mission, transforming lives by living and sharing our inner truth of divine passion and love, using practical spiritual principles and our core values, creating community, living love, teaching truth, serving spirit. So today, hospitality, the loaves and fishes of the fifth Sunday last week was a great success. Thank you to everyone who made this happen. Today we start our new teams for Sunday's hospitality. The teams are no longer organized by last names in alphabetical order. Thank you, Team 1, for your sacred service today. Next week is Team 2. If you didn't get signed in up for a regular Sunday and you want to participate, please see Jackie Dorst. Every Tuesday, we meet in the parking lot at 10:05 for a warm-up walk before the 10:30 class time with Michelle and friends. I've done this numerous times, and it's amazing. And it actually, I'm humbled to say, I end up being sore. But it's songs, it's dancing, it's just amazing. Okay. There will be no break for the mental health networking group this month. So that means every Tuesday. There's the writing workshop. This Saturday morning, writing workshop with Joe Linda Blake will meet here at the church this Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Let's see. Our archetypes of the Zodiac with Gay starts Saturday, June 13th from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Aries is this week. There is a schedule of Saturdays on the table in the fellowship. There is no registration fee, but all love offerings would be graciously accepted. Gay, would you like to come and say something?
Hi, everybody. So we don't have a whole lot of signups yet. Now, you don't have to sign up. This is a drop-in thing, and each day is its own thing. So we are talking about Aries this week. If you want to just show up, you can show up. But what I want to tell you all is, especially in the spirit of oneness and no separation, if you think you don't have Aries in your chart, you are mistaken. We all have all of the signs of the zodiac. We are more than our sun sign. We have planets that are in different parts of the chart. And even if you don't have a planet in Aries, Aries is the ruler of one of the houses of your chart. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about and you want to, you can come and I can tell you just a little bit. And if you give me your birth data, I will print a complimentary chart for you. That's the chart wheel, and you can see exactly what's where. And then as we learn about all the signs, you can say, oh yeah, there's mine, because you have all of them. And I was going to say something else about this. What was it? Yes, this is just, again, in the spirit of oneness and no separation. Here is my view of astrology in a nutshell. At the moment that you took your first breath, there was an energy on this planet. And that energy was defined by everything, including where those things are and how they're interacting with each other. So, at the moment that you took your first breath, you created a blueprint, just like you have arms and legs and a head and the kind of hair you have and anything else that you were born into in this world for this short amount of time. That first breath of that energy is a part of you for your whole life. So if you want to learn about what that looks like, come and see me on Saturday. All right, that's all.
Thank you, Gay. So all those things that people say about Scorpios is not true, right? That's a dare, boy. Okay. Tea Time returns next Sunday with Anita facilitating it. Marty Arnold's memorial is here on June 27th from 1 to 4. I just love her. I mean, her presence, her words, her laughter, her self-effacing talk, and the murder mystery she put together for us. We have an RSVP sheet on the information table in the fellowship hall. Please add your name if you haven't yet. And Jackie, let her family know how many are planning to come. And I'm happy to say that the Sonic Sisters sound baths will come back. The sound baths are returning on June 28th. Sign up with Jackie Dorst. These sessions will be in Greg's newly repaired and painted office. Yes. Okay. And Care Cornfield is also doing a Goddess Revealing All Creative Energy presentation also on Sunday, June 28th in the Fellowship Hall, looking at overcoming negative thinking with Durga, D-U-R-G-A. Have any of you been to any of her presentations? Just wonderful.
Yeah, she's a great teacher. She explains everything. She makes it interesting. It's great. It really is absolutely wonderful.
I agree with you. We are blessed to have her.
From the heart.
Yes. And more happenings. We have a new June bulletin. Yay. Please note that the summer office hours are 10 to 2, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and office will be closed on Tuesdays as usual. And that's all. Greg, you're up.
All right, so we're going to do the silent unity prayer for protection. Let's stand for that. And then we're going to sing a song, right, Mitch?
We certainly are. I choose love.
I choose love. Ooh, what a good one. What a good one. And by the way, don't forget, we have plenty of great food out there. I've taken a look at it. It is exciting. Yes, Barbara. Oh, it's the peace song. It's the peace song.
That's so weird. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, we know that one too.
Okay.
We feel it in our bones. Yeah. So if you'd like prayer, please stick around and a prayer chaplain will come to serve you. We have how many prayer chaplains here today? Raise your hand. All right, great. So please stay in your chair and they will come to you. So please join me in the silent unity prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is. I am divine, and all is well.